Welcome to Half Century Hangout. Real conversations, honest laughs, and growth for every season of life.
We are back here in my garage, and I'm so happy you guys are here with me.
Yeah,
hey, it's
likewise.
Great to be here, Luke. Great to be here.
You know, while some things change, others don't. And we would always like to think that our listeners, we might add some, but you know what? We hope that you guys have missed us as much as we've missed you.
Yeah, I agree. I think change is an interesting aspect of life. My friend and I, we always talk about one of the things we mention is what was the last thing you were wrong about that you could actually admit to?
Oh, I'd have to think way back.
Yeah, way back.
Way back.
Few far in between.
Yesterday.
Yeah. And I think
Maybe
that's,
today sometime.
that's one of those things that I think that we've talked about a little in the past, but it's something that we're going to delve into a little bit more. And one of those eternal questions that we would say as the Half Century Hangout is, what would your 25-year-old self tell you now? What would they say, or what would you tell your 25-year-old self now that you know what you know at the age that we are?
I think that's a great question and super fair to ask. For me, that question would probably be answered by save more money. As a 53-year-old dude who's looking toward retirement in the next 10 or 12 years, I would say save more money and be more judicious with how I did spend the money that I made.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just to be practical.
John, what about you?
Just relax a little bit. Man, don't get so uptight about things because life works out for the best usually. And gosh, 25, it's probably a little bit more angry than I needed to be. And, you know, just relax a little bit. It'll be fine.
All right. That's pretty good. What about you, Luke?
I think that, you know, as we look back and you reflect on life, there's always things that you could look at now with, you know,
Right.
the hindsight, right? And say, oh, I should have done this or I should have done this. But I agree with John. I think it's important to be able to enjoy what you have and feel blessed that you have what you have and enjoy what you have and the people in your life and your family. And just don't take things for granted. You know, nothing's guaranteed, you know,
Right.
Don't take things for granted. So as we look forward to this season, we're going to keep a lot of the same format. There's going to be some things, but a lot of it's going to be about growth and how we would grow as human beings and how we would look at things maybe a little different through different lenses, just to kind of help you get another perspective on things. And, you know, like we said, some things change and others don't, you know, like here I am drinking a Guinness.
That's a usual.
That's a usual. And so I think that there are things that are always going to stay the same.
Right.
And that deserve to stay the same. But there's always some other things that we could always take a look at and say, you know what, I could probably do better at this, or I could change something up.
I think one of those things that's going to stay the same throughout this season 2 is going to be you're going to hear each of our voices together, but then there's going to be times one of the things that's going to change is you're going to be hearing our voices separately as well, because we're going to do shows where we're together, but we're also going to do shows where it's more of a monologue, maybe a 15 to 20 minute show where each of us have some things that we can talk about where we've grown in the past, and we may have a guest or two of our own that we would interview. I think John's talking about having
share our insight and have someone help us out as we share our insight.
And just getting out in front of that, it's not like we're going to sit here and keep score as to which episode individually brings more listeners in than others.
Nope, I don't think.
That wasn't sarcastic, was it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Was that a Freudian thing?
It might have been a slip. I don't know. Possibly.
No, I think one
We'll
of the
see.
Yeah. I think one of the things I'm looking forward to is just being able to see areas of our lives that we can actually share where we have grown. I think that's going to take a level of transparency and vulnerability that,
Sure.
I mean, we feel comfortable.
And we're still going to make light of it. We're still the same guys. We're still going to joke about it. We're still going to make fun of ourselves and each other at the same time.
Yeah.
Because that won't change. It's still the same three guys. I mean, we haven't changed that much.
No.
It's only been a few months, guys. It's not like it's crazy.
Right.
But
It depends on the special guest if they'll make fun of you too.
That's true. That's true.
I think one of the reasons we've talked about moving this direction is just having a sense of purpose. And you mentioned that you've had that question to us.
What's driving us? What are we shooting for? We talked about our own personal North Stars. We kind of reflected on the show itself and what we want as our North Star. And basically it is to help you guys, is to say, and not even just help you, just to give you a different perspective that might affect you some way and make you think about something a little differently than maybe you have in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe share how we've grown so you can either agree with us and do some of the things we've done, or say those are some mistakes that we made. And maybe
we're definitely open to that.
Because realize, and we know that, and we know that you guys do as well, but it's not one size fits all for people.
No.
I mean, we're people for a reason. God made us all different for a reason. And I think that the more that we look at that, it helps, at least for me, I think it helps to hear different perspectives, to help you think in different perspectives, and to say, I never really thought of it that way, or I never looked at it from that perspective. It might open your eyes about something. You never know.
Yeah. So as you listen to season 2 of Half Century Hangout, just keep tuning in. And the idea is to grow and to learn and to continue to have our horizons expanded.
Sounds great. We are looking forward to episode 1 coming soon to a podcast near you.
Let's go. Peace out. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with us on Half Century Hangout. Keep growing, keep showing up, and we'll see you next time.